All right, guys, we're ending the night of the 3rd, the day 3 of the launch, and I really do feel like that when our site went down, that really damaged the launch, and I think, you know, we could have been killing it. But the good news is that today we're going to do very, very similar numbers to yesterday. We still have 20 minutes. It is very possible, because of the momentum, that we could break the record of yesterday. All right, so I'm going to give you some no BS approach to launching your own internet launch. Did I say that right? All right, we're going unedited. We're going to talk about how to build a digital product a little bit. I'll give you some background, and then we're going to jump into some actual stats. You're going to see, you know, the $10,000 a day coming in, all that type of stuff. All right, so first off, what I'm going to show you in the next couple minutes is actual screenshot video, me speaking over it, showing the jvzoo account of the income. All right. During that, I'm going to explain how that income was derived. There's certain things I got to explain beforehand, of course. What is it? Where is it coming from? Of course. So this is where that type of income is coming from. $10,000 a day thing. This isn't like, you know, hey, I'm going to show you how to sell domains for $500 a day. This is like how to do your own business online, you know, your own digital product. All right, let's get to it. All right, so anyway. All right, so where do I start? All right, so I come up with an idea. I'm like, you know what? I want to create a software. It's awesome software that, you know, this is like a vision type of thing. You're in the shower, you know, and then this software is gonna like hunt down real cool domains, because I'm tired of writing all of the different words down and then put them in the GoDaddy bulk tool, and I gotta delete all the spaces. You just go insane. So I'm like, I want to do a software to automate that. Furthermore, I want to do an entire program on how to sell domains too, because that's what I'm really good at doing. So that's the first key, is go build a software based on something you know real well. Don't just be like, oh, you know what, video marketing software is, you know, an SEO software is hot right now, I'm going to do that. Well, you got to know, you got to already be making your money with SEO or video marketing. If not, you're going to be up for a rude awakening, because you're not going to connect with the people looking for that shit. You're not going to know what they're looking for. So that was the first step. So I was like, all right, first step, I'm going to draw what this little software looks like. Now, when I say software, I mean like PHP internet software. I don't mean like, you know, we're going to create an app for mobile, like in on the App Store, or like, for instance, we're going to do like, what do you call it, an Adobe program, you know, the exe file or something like that, right? We're going to build an online software interface for people to log into the members area, and then I'll be able to do this and that with the software. All right, so I draw the thing out, and then I create a video, a Camtasia video, screenshot style, screen capture style, looking at the diagram, right? So then I go to freelancer.com and I go, hey, I'm looking to build a software that does this and that and this and that. I'm very careful about what I say and what I can't say. Then what I do is I say, all right, let's go. And I click post. Immediately all these people start bidding. You know, now I put like, you know, medium-sized project or something, like $1,000, $2,000. Now what usually happens is people commit to what you say in the video, but you know what, when that's done, pay them some more, they continue working for you for a while. Hopefully you're doing this like 3 months before a launch. Don't be, you know, hey, I'm launching in 2 weeks and I'm not done with the software yet. Don't get yourself into that predicament. So and then there's a testing phase too before you launch, so make sure you give yourself enough time, 6 months, a year, you know. So, but I usually think about it like minimum to 3 months before, right? In this case, it was like 6 months before. So, first of all, I see all these people bidding, you know what I mean? There's like India, Pakistan, India, Canada. I'm like, all right, I might hire this Canadian, and then India, USA. I might hire, so that's how I am. I just like to hire in the English-speaking countries. So sometimes Pakistan is pretty good though. All right. Anyway, back to the point. So I hire In this case, I think I did hire a Pakistani. So this is the first guy that did it. He built this software. I was like, hell yeah. I gave him like this Photoshop template that I used to build a beat maker, actually, true story. So he made this beat maker into a domain machine. I launched, and then I hook up with a friend of mine who's been promoting people. That's a big thing. He's been promoting people. I'm like, hey, since you've been promoting people, you're gonna help me bring affiliates. So I did this amazing product. You don't really need to do much, but my partner in this case did do a bunch of stuff, and he used his ClickFunnels account and he created all the sales pages, which is cool. That's quality, that's value right there. So we launched this thing, and it's like $300,000 launch on jvzoo, right? Then it keeps going, keeps going, keeps going. And then what I'm about to show you is, all right, let's revamp the software, make it a lot better. Because there's this one guy, his name was Andy. He gave me this really bad review. And I was like, man, I gotta step my game up. So that's just what I did. So I made it better, and then we launched it again, and that's what you're about to see. Now this launch was a little bit smaller, but it's still a pretty good example of like my way of thinking. It's exciting when you're launching your product for the first time. It's like, hey, you wake up in the morning, etc. Then it keeps going. So it's kind of like you do your work, and you build this software, and you build the sales pages, and you recruit affiliates, and you do all that stuff, and then you launch it, and then you don't work on it anymore. It just sells itself. It's autopilot. Customers get in, they get the software, and if they don't like it, they can get a refund. They just say, hey, email our support, and then you have a customer service team, like 3 or 4 people, right? And you always just check in with them. You say, hey, what's the wait time? That's the famous question, you know, like what's the time it takes for you to respond back to someone? They're like 10 minutes, sir. Like, all right, not bad. Try to make it 5 minutes. So that's about it. You know what I mean? Like pretty cool way to make a living. All right, so we're back at 1:30. It's about an hour later, and the funny thing is I think we did make over another $1,000, much a little bit over $1,000, I think, because look at that, we got $1,000 sale came in at 105. So that's just a quick update. But the day before that, if that was below, the day before that was awesome. That was day 1. Which we were upwards of 17,000, and our upsells are converting at 100% now. It's like ridiculous. Like everyone who buys the front end gets the $47 OTO one. Like everyone, it's like identical every time. Like there's just this pattern now that's happening. It's like you see a $97 sale come in, and then you see a $47 sale come in from the same customer. It's like clockwork. That first OTO is converting so nasty. Me and Sean started split testing, I think, 2 days ago. Day 1, the late night on day 1. Last night, so I guess that was only 24 hours later. I said, what's the deal? We got the split test. It was really good numbers. It was like, showed that the one winner was just unanimous. It was just killed the rest of the other videos that we were using. And so we're like, all right, yeah, get rid of those other videos. So we get rid of those videos. That's when you start seeing that shit. Because remember, while you were split testing, you're trying out other ones, and those might really be bad, and they're gonna bring down your numbers. So we finally got done with all of our split testing. Yes, you do split testing day 1 and day 2. You really do. You know, split testing with your own leads. Your leads are going to be, you already have that bias because your leads are going to love you. But these other traffic, all this other traffic that's coming from the JVs, we're talking like, all sorts of different types of traffic, and those people don't even know who you are. So they don't have that bias, that positive bias. So you start split testing. We finally got the split testing going, and even though, look, our traffic is so far down today, and so that's really my fault. I've got to get out and recruit at this point. Everything else is all good. It's all clockwork. All the customers love it. Affiliates love it. But what I got to do is I got to do the work now. I got to do the legwork. Today wasn't enough. I did a $500 speed contest. It helped a lot. We're getting some momentum now since 7 o'clock. It's been pretty good. I think maybe $1,500 came in since 7 o'clock, and it's like 3 hours later. So
you know, let's hope for the best. Let's hope we could break the record. I don't want to see a downward spiral or downward trend, but that's just what's needed to do to make it an upward trend at this point. You could still do it. But, you know, I've always been more of like the guy who creates the stuff, and then when it comes to being an annoying, you know, market, what do you call it, JV manager? Never been a really good JV manager, but pretty good numbers, you know. I mean, it's going to end up at least being a 100,000. I wanted it to be 200,000 though. So stay tuned. I'll make another update tomorrow.
So check out this next video, and if you have any questions, comment, and I'd be happy to answer any questions you have, all right? Oh, and sign up at advancedonlinebusiness.com. It's coming to a theater near you. That's right, I'm Jamie Lewis. Thank you.